She did those horrible adverts for Iceland with Jason Donovan and Hater. So it should
Ladies
be
and gentlemen,
her.
please welcome our special guest, Kerry Katona.
But I'm... Well, she's not a musician, so even if it is her, I'm going to argue.
Good.
So it's either
Be vociferous.
Bedingfield or David.
It can't be David.
So it's the lowest fee we're looking for, darling. We're looking for the person booked for the lowest fee.
Daniel Bedingfield.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Daniel Bedingfield charges £50,000. Craig David charges £100,000. Kerry Katona, £12,500. Yeah, no, I'm so sorry. £12,500. Not only will... Yes.
Sorry, it's actually quite a clever marketing thing. She charges you £12,500 to turn up and play and $50,000 to bugger off again.
Allegedly.
For £12,500, not only will Kerry Katona sing for you, she'll also pop down to Iceland. Come back with some lovely nibbles. That would be very nice. Our final round is called What's My Line? I'm going to begin a famous line and you have to finish it. The lines can be from books, plays, films or songs. And I have to tell you, Tim and Marcus, you're behind at the moment, so, you know, all to play for.
Right.
The first questions are from films, so fingers on buzzers if you think you know the answer. The first film, the line is, Mrs. Robinson, you're... Yes.
Hosting of The Weakest Link is appalling.
It's something like you're not wearing any clothes or you're naked or something like that.
It's in that area.
Trying to seduce me, I think, isn't it?
Mrs. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you, from The
And then she
Graduate?
says, would you like me to seduce you?
I'm having lunch later in the week with Kathleen Turner. And I paid good money to go and see her in The Graduate in the West End. She takes all her clothes off. And I realised it's the first time ever I'll be introduced to somebody I've already seen naked. That'll be... I mean, I've dreamt of it, of course, but it's never happened before. Second line, they may take our lives. It's from a film. They may take our lives. Yes.
But I'm not giving up this place in the post office queue. No, but they'll never take our freedom.
Yes, but they'll never take our freedom from Braveheart. Absolutely right. This is one of the greatest lines of all time. Of all the gin joints in all the towns. Yes?
Charles Kennedy had to walk into the one where the journalists were.
Oh, bless him, lovely boy.
You had to walk into mine?
She had to walk into mine.
Yeah.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine from Casablanca. Next one. Last one for films. Life moves pretty fast if you don't stop and look around once in a while.
And smell the roses.
No, although I like yours better than what I've got here.
If you don't stop around and if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you're probably American.
Mrs. Locke.
You could miss it.
You could miss it from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Absolutely right. Next one, we're moving on to books and plays, okay? One of the most famous lines ever from a book. Last night I dreamt I went to...
Mandalay.
Mandalay again.
I was going to say sleep. I went to sleep and it was very confusing.
Strange Kafkaesque line, which I like very much. That's good. If music be the food...
Love. Play on.
Play on.
No. If music be the food of love, Andrew Lloyd Webber is contraception.
Another book or play. If you prick us... Yes?
If you prick us, do we
not
bleed?
Do we not bleed from The Merchant of Venice? Bogus and bunce and bean.
Salad.
Brown. And brown.
And brown. It does sound like the cabinet.
I know it's from Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes.
But and something and mean. Fat and skinny and mean or something.
You can have that. It's bogus and bunce and bean. One fat, one short, one lean.
Oh, very
Absolutely
good.
right.
Very good.
We're coming on now to songs. So please can you finish this line from the song? Slowly walking down the hall. You can hear it being whispered in the house. Anybody?
No idea.
Faster than a cannonball from Oasis, whatever that may be.
How on earth can you slowly walk down the hall faster than a cannonball? They're idiots.
Takes that special Mancunian walk.
Yeah.
You're sort of going fast, but also going quite slowly. Like a cannonball, right, but slow. Like rolling, but fast.
Although it doesn't actually specify that the cannonball is moving, so it's just there's a static cannonball.
Yes.
And you're slowly walking down the hall faster than it. It's simple. I've solved it now. We can move on.
Yeah. Song, inexplicably, is called Champagne Supernova. I don't know what that is either. The next one, they say our love won't pay the rent.
But they haven't seen the webcam I've put in the bedroom. Surely that's right.
Money can't buy me love.
No,
Before it's gone on and money's all been spent.
before it's earned, our money is always spent. I've got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher. Just as a bonus point, does anybody know, tragically, how Sonny met his end?
Yeah, he's
Skiing.
skied into a tree.
Feed into a tree.
Skied into a tree.
Both sides of a tree. It's very sad.
Now, we Scandinavians have been skiing all our lives.
And you are a wee Scandinavian.
And I am a small Scandinavian. It's that tree thing never occurred to me. We tend to stick to the mountains where, you know, tree-free area.
I saw a tremendous thing once. This is rather unpleasant, but I was snowboarding in Canada, and a woman went into the trees, the lower part of the slope, presumably to have a pee, and she was wearing an all-in-one ski suit, which she obviously unzipped and pulled down, but couldn't take off because that would have meant taking her skis off, and she'd have sunk in the snow. So she sort of did the best she could by hoiking it all down around her knees. This is a lot of equipment, you know, a full ski suit around the knees. At which point, crouched, she began to slide backwards out of the trees and was completely unable to prevent herself from painting a very neat yellow stripe across the snow. People didn't know what to do. They were going round it. It's a tremendous thing. She actually reached the trees on the other side. It was wonderful.
People coming down behind her, blinded by a full moon suddenly. Our final song, you can check out any time you like. Yes.
But you can never leave.
But you can never leave. Hotel California, Eagles. I think that was the clincher, Adam, and I can tell you that Dave and Adam are this week's winners. But ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both the teams. Right, before we go, just time for some breaking news. After buying a Damien Hirst masterpiece, one collector regrets opting for the cheapest delivery firm he could find. See you next time on Watch the Dickens. Good night.